Hey guys, me Habibi again. Hey, wanna see another picture of me? And before you call it out, yes, I did pull a classic I cropped my friend out of this because I thought I'd look good in this picture move. We've all done it before, so don't be judging. Today we are going to be continuing Hilchos brachos. We are going to be discussing the topic of kedima, which means the sequencing of brachos. Questions come up, like if you have more than one food of the same bracha, which food are you halachically obligated to make a bracha on first? Also, if there are different brachos in front of you, which one do you make first? First, I want to point out to you that the reason we have this concept of kedima, sequencing of brachos, is because making brachos is a very, very special thing. We always want to optimize the honor of brachos. It's kind of like the concept where before you make a bracha, you hold the food in your dominant hand. In other words, if you're a righty, you hold the food in your right hand and you make the bracha, or if you're a lefty, you make it while you hold it in your left hand. In any case, if we're talking about which bracha comes first, there is a concept that one bracha is more chashuv than another. So if someone asks you, Judaism is prejudiced, just say, yeah, we are. Not all brachos are created equally, so how do we decide which bracha is more chashuv than the other? But I mean, who are we to judge? Well, here's how it goes. The more specific a bracha is, that is how we decide its chashivas. It's just like compliments. If you go to someone's house for dinner and you say, oh my gosh, that food was delicious, or you could say, oh man, that kugel was awesome. Which compliment is better? Obviously, the more specific one. So when we make a bracha on bread, we say hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Lechem, we are saying it very explicitly. That is why it is more chashuv. The same thing goes for shahakol. It is the most general bracha out there. It works for everything. So therefore, it is the least chashuv. Right now, we're going to move over to a situation where let's say you have two foods in front of you that are the same bracha. What do? If you have two foods that are the same bracha, you have to take into consideration three things. Number one, are one of them part of the Zayin Minim, the 7 species which Eretz Yisrael is praised for? Number two, are one of them a shalim? Number 3, which one is chaviv? Don't worry, I'll explain all of these. Okay, so the first thing that you want to consider is, let's say you look at your plate and you have an apple and a pomegranate. Pomegranate is one of the 7 species. That takes importance over the apple, even though they are both the same bracha. If they're both from the Zayin Minim, or that just doesn't apply, the next thing you have to look for is which one is shalim. In other words, if you have a strawberry that is whole and a carrot that is cut up, you should make the bracha on the strawberry first, because it's a shalim, it's one whole food. If shalim doesn't apply, then the next thing you have to look for is which one is more chaviv. In other words, which one is more beloved to you, meaning which one would you rather eat most. So if you have a strawberry and a carrot on your plate, they're both hadama, right? You make the bracha on the one that you like most. And that's basically what you need to remember if you have two foods on your plate that are of the same bracha. The Mishnah Berurah says that if you have a pomegranate and an apple in front of you, something from the Zayin Minim, but an apple is more chaviv to you, remember the number one thing you have to look for is if it's from the Zayin Minim. Also, even if the apple is shalim and the pomegranate isn't, pomegranate still comes first. Basically, you just have to remember the order of Zayin Minim, shalim, and then chaviv. Remember, this order is only if you have foods in front of you which are of the same bracha. Now we'll quickly talk about a situation where you have foods of different brachos. In the order of most chashav to least chashav, it is hamotzi, mizonos, ha'etz or hadama, and then shahakol. Ha'etz and hadama kind of tie in for third place, so the Mishnah Berurah says that whichever one is more chaviv to you, you should make a bracha on first. So if you have an apple in front of you, which is ha'etz, and a banana in front of you, which is hadama, and you like the banana more, then you make a bracha on the banana first. If they are both just as chaviv to you, then next is to decide which one is more shalim. Is one cut up into small pieces? Is one broken? Or is the other one shalim? After that comes Zayin Minim. I know what you guys are thinking, Michal, this is so confusing. This is kind of like a thing where you need like a chart in your kitchen to really get it down pat. I'll summarize it for you guys real quick, ready? If you're choosing all from the same bracha, the order is number 1, first see if they're from the Zayin Minim, then shalim, then chaviv. If the foods are all different brachos, the order is different. It goes chaviv, shalim, and then Zayin Minim. That's really the simplest I could explain it, and this is just something that you just have to review over and over again. Just a few less important things, guys. Let's say you have a drink and a piece of candy. They're both shahakol. Which one do you make a bracha on first? Really, you should always make a bracha on a solid food first. If they are all solid, then pick the one that looks nicer. Example, if you're going to eat 2 cookies, make a mizonos on the cookie that isn't burnt, or one that is shalim, that is not broken off. Okay, bye guys, stay tuned for more videos.
Created using Powtoon.